As a tenant, part of the process when you rented the property in the first place was to sign a lease agreement. And probably 99 out of 100 of you would not have read through all the terms and conditions of the contract. You might have been guided by the agent and they explained them to you, but you were in a rush to get the lease document signed so that you could get all of your stuff ready, move into the property and enjoy the property as what you intended to when you rented it in the first place. The problem with that is that there are a lot of terms and conditions in the contract that you might not be familiar with, and when it comes time to enforce contractual obligations on behalf of either the landlord or yourself, those clauses, the ones that you signed for, are the ones that are going to cause the contract to be in effect and how it's going to govern the relationship between you, the landlord, and the agency that you rented through or from. So one of the things that happens in any rental that you enter into is that you might need to cancel the lease because you want to move to another place if you were transferred for work-related issues. There's not generally a problem with this, but the problem is that you entered into a contractual agreement. You guaranteed the landlord rental payments for that period for which you are going to be renting. So the problem now is that he is out of pocket because you have to move. So he is within his rights to penalize you for breach of contract. But the Consumer Protection Act states that he can only charge reasonable cancellation penalties. And at the moment, there aren't really any reasonable cancellation penalties defined. So whatever the lease agreement says is a reasonable cancellation penalty is what will hold. So my advice to you as a tenant, when you're renting a property, make sure that you ask the questions that you need to know at the end of your contract or during the course of your contract. Not everything is as important to know, but the ones that are going to affect you and your pocket are the ones that you need to start taking note of, and make sure that you read them in each and every contract that you sign. And if not, ask the questions from your agent.